Good morning, students. In previous class, we start new chapter number 6. Chapter 6, lines and angles. Lines and lines and angles. And in previous chapter, Euclid geometries, introduction to Euclid geometry, we discuss about lines. There are many lines, the concepts of line, the basic concepts of line, rays, and line segments. And in previous class we discussed about angles, measuring of an angle. Suppose here o a and OA and OB are two rays substance and measuring an angle AOB. It is discussed in previous class. Here the ray OA and OB are called arms of angles, and here point O is called the vertex of an angle. And in previous class we discussed about types of angles. Types of angles like as right angle, right angles, obtuse angle, acute angles, obtuse straight angles, reflex angle, complete angles, complementary angles, and supplementary angles. First we once more time we discuss about complementary angles. Complementary angle. Two angles A and angle B. Suppose that two angles A and angle B are said to be complementary to each other if their sum of their measures is 90 degree. That is, angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degree. Means that in other way, if angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degree, then they are said to be complementary angles. Now we discuss about supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Okay, two angles the sum of whose measures is 180. Suppose two angle A and angle B, the sum of whose measures is 180, that is angle A plus angle B is equal to 180, then they are called the supplementary angles. Okay, if the sum of two angles are 180, then they are called supplementary angles. Okay, now we discuss about angle bisector. Now we discuss about angle bisector. Angle bisector. Okay, suppose first of all we draw an angle. Array here two rays AB and AC made an angle BAC. Okay, this is angle, and array AX is said to be bisector of an angle BAC if X is a point in the interior of angle BAC. Here X is the point in the interior of angle BAC, and angle BAX is equal to angle XAC, that is this angle. That is, suppose that this is M, this is N. Okay, means angle M is equal to angle N. If angle M is equal to angle N, then the ray AX is called bisector of an angle BAC. Okay, a ray AX is said to be bisector of an angle BAC if and only if angle BAX is always equal to angle XAC. That is, a ray AX is said to be bisector of an angle BAC if angle BAX is equal to angle XAC. Okay. Now from figure, angle BAX is equal to angle CAX. Angle CAX is equal to half of whole angle BAC. Okay, this is the concept of bisector of an angle. Let's see once more time. Suppose here AC and AB are two rays and another ray AX is to be drawn. Here the array AX is said to be bisector of an angle BAC. That angle BAC is, it means that angle is said to be bisector if and only if angle BAX is always equal to angle XAC or XCAX. This. Now we solve some question based on complementary and supplementary angles. Now we solve problem based on complementary and supplementary. Now problem based on complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, let's see. Question: find the measure of an angle. Find the measure of an angle which is complement of itself, which is complement of itself. Okay, find the measure of an angle which is complement of itself. Now solve it. Let the measure of angle be x degree. Okay, and according to question, find the measure of an angle which is complement of itself. Now according to statement, this angle is to be complement of itself, that is the sum of x and x itself is equal to 90 degree. That is x plus x is equal to 90. So we get 2x is equal to 90, that is x is equal to 45 degree. So required answer is 45. Okay, because of this angle is complement itself now. So the angle, the sum of angle and itself is always equal to 90 degree according to statement. Okay, now take some another question. An angle is equal, an angle is equal to one third of its supplement find its measure, find it measure. Okay, find its measure. Now solve it. Let the angle be x, let the angle be x degree. Okay, now its supplement, then it its supplement is what? 180 minus x, right now. Because of 2, we know that two angles are said to be supplement if their sum of measure is 180. Okay, now if we take one angle bx, then other is 180 minus x. Okay, so we assume in this way, let the angle be x, then its supplement be 180 minus x. Okay, now according to statement, an angle is equal to one third of its supplement, that is angle, that is x, is equal to one third of its supplement. 1 by 3 into its supplement is 180 minus x, so we write into 180 minus x. Okay, now you solve it. Here we cross multiply. 3x is equal to 180 minus x, this implies 3x minus x transfer in that side, plus x is equal to 180, that is 4x is equal to 180, that is x is equal to 180 by 4, that is 45. This is the required angle, this is your answer. Okay, so students, we solve this type of question in this way. Okay, now we take some other questions. Now we take some other question. If the supplement if hmm, hmm, if the of supplement of an angle is 3 times its complement, is 3 times its complement, find the angle. find the angle. Okay, if the supplement of an angle is 3 times its complement, find the angle. Find the angle. Now solve it. Let the angle be x. Now let the angle be x degree. Okay, then its supplement, then its supplement is 180 minus x, and its complement is then its complement is 90 minus x. Okay, and according to statement, supplementary of an angle is 3 times its complement, means supplementary angle, that is 180 minus x, right now, is equal to 3 times its complement, that is 3 into 90 minus x. Okay, now you solve this statement, this equation. 180 minus x is equal to 270 minus x, that is, here we transfer it, sorry here 3x na, then here minus 3x, its transfer is that side, then plus 3x minus x is equal to 270 minus 180. Now 3x minus 1x is 2x is equal to, now we subtract 180 from 270. Now we subtract 270, 90, here we get 90, that is x is equal to 90 by 2 means 45. So x is equal to 45 degree. This is the required angle. Okay, so dear students, you solve all the question of NCERT exercise based on supplementary and complementary angles. Okay, now we take another topic. Now your another topic is some angle relations. Some angle relations. Some angle relations. Some angle relation. First we discuss about adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Okay, two angles two angles are called are called adjacent angle. Adjacent angles if first they have same vertex, they have same vertex. Second one, they have a common arm, they have a common arm. And third one, uncommon arms, uncommon arms are on either side the side of the common arm, of the common arm. Okay, this is the necessary and sufficient condition for adjacent angles, for adjacent angles. Okay, here two angles are called adjacent angles if they have same vertex, they have a common arm, and third necessary condition is uncommon arms are on either side of the common arm, or the common arm. Okay, now let's see from the figure. Suppose OB the vertex and OA and OB are two rays. Okay, and draw another ray OC. Here the angle AOC, and angle BOC, angle AOC and angle BOC have a common vertex. So both angles AOC or angle BOC, both angles have a common vertex. So okay, also they have a common arm OC. Here OC is common arm na, and the distinct arms OA and OB are lie on the opposite sides of the common arm OC. Therefore angle AOC and angle BOC are adjacent angles, are adjacent angles. Okay, there are three necessary conditions for adjacent angles. First one, they have the common vertex. Second one, they have a common arm. And third one, the uncommon arms are on the either side of the common arm. So in this figure, O is the common vertex, OA and OB and OC are the OC is the common arm, and the common arms OA and OC are lie on the opposite side, either sides of the common arm OC. So angle AOC and angle BOC are adjacent angles. Okay, now we discuss about linear pair of angles. Now we discussed about linear pair of angles. Okay, let's see. Two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair of angles if their non-common arms if their non-common arms are two opposite rays are two opposite rays. Two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair of angles if their non-common arms are two opposite rays. Okay, now let's see linear pair of angle from the help of diagram. Let let OA and OB are two adjacent angles AOC and BOC, but their non-common arms OA and OB are opposite rays na, so they form linear pair of angles. It means angle AOC and angle BOC. Angle AOC and angle BOC form a linear pair. Here angle AOC and angle BOC form a linear pair. Okay, this is the basic concepts for linear pair of angles. Okay, one important theorem is here. If a ray stands on a line then the sum of the adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. This is very important theorem for your examination purpose. Okay, if and there are so many questions based on this theorem. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the adjacent angles so formed 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree means that angle here, same figure here, angle AOC plus angle BOC, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180. Okay, because of OA and OB are straight line na, and you know that angle on a straight line is always 180. So the sum of angle AOC and angle BOC, here two are adjacent angle and their sum is 180. So we discuss about this theorem, we proved this theorem in next class. Okay, thank you.